Hi interwebs, my name is Christy, you know me as tacTissy, and today I'm going to talk about the importance of proper training. Ladies, as simple as it may sound, a class with a qualified instructor who's good at teaching women will make a world of difference, and there aren't any substitutions. You can learn from a book, but it'll only take you so far. You can learn from a video, and while it may sound odd coming from a video, no video can give you what an actual class will. You need to take a class with a good instructor and a qualified instructor. Let's look at how we usually learn about firearms. This is the ideal way. First, you decide to learn about firearms. We all know that a woman determined is unstoppable. So, you'll find out what classes there are, schedule one, learn in advance. The only stipulation here is that the instructor needs to be good at teaching women. But even if they're not, you'll learn the fundamentals, adapt them for yourself, and move on. You'll learn different and hopefully proper stances, grip, side alignment, side picture, trigger control, breathing, and follow through. The thing is, if you have these fundamentals down, if you had them taught properly, it'll make your life easier. It'll make shooting fun because you'll be able to do what you intended to do. And knowing that you can center punch the target from different positions and under different conditions is what makes shooting enjoyable. And as you take more classes and learn more about the use of firearms, those fundamentals will be there to defend your life and the lives of those close to you. The ideal situation, however, rarely occurs. These days, women are usually introduced to firearms generally by some male figure in your life. And you may be one of the lucky ones, and that guy may be just the instructor you needed. He may be qualified to teach and good at it, but while that does happen, the opposite of that is much more common. I see this on the ranges all the time. A guy will try teaching his girlfriend and tell her to emulate his stance. And you can't help but wonder what movie it came from when you see his grip on the pistol. Side alignment and side picture are rarely explained, just an aim there kind of thing. Trigger control is reduced to pull that and it'll go bang. And then lots of yelling, yanking of the firearm out of the poor woman's hands, and occasionally insults when it doesn't all go right. Every time that happens, and again, unfortunately, it's a very common occurrence, I sadly recognize that we've lost yet another woman from the shooting community. She could have learned the skills needed to defend herself and her family, and the couple could have had a fun activity they could do together. Except it's no fun when you're constantly being yelled at and yanked at by the person who dragged you into that funny-smelling and very loud, and let's be honest, scary place. It is scary. The thing about being a good teacher is you not only need to know the things that you're teaching about, but you need to know about teaching and practice teaching. You need your students' respect and attention. Good instructors know how to teach. On top of knowing what they're teaching, they did this before, worked with different people and addressed different concerns, and know how to handle different situations. You can't rack a slide on a semi-automatic pistol? A good instructor will show you how to use a strong hand push instead of a weak two-finger pull that you see in the movies. A particular stance isn't working for you, a good instructor will show you how to adjust that stance or explain and show a different one and have you try options and variations because he or she already knows, had this come up before, and successfully addressed the issue. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Things can be adjusted to fit you. The focus is you. But in order to tailor things to you, the instructor needs to have a broad knowledge and experience in addressing these different concerns. Luckily for us, there are good instructors out there. As much as you think you want to learn about firearms, they want to teach you even more. It's their job. But even more so, good instructors are passionate about what they do. They really do want to share their knowledge. They really are there to help you. They're reaching out to you. You just need to accept their hand and let them guide you on this exciting journey. I know, I'm getting a little dramatic, but it's true. First, learning about firearms is a journey. There are many different aspects to shooting, and you'll start with basic pistol, then advance to defense in home and outside of the home, and then who knows which road you'll choose. There are classes that teach urban handgun employment, tactical applications, and so on. You'll need to start somewhere, and your road will be just that much easier if you start with a class with a qualified instructor who's good at teaching women. Do yourself a huge favor. Take the time and take the class. speaking of classes, in my last video, I was talking about selecting a firearm that fits you. And for that, you'll need to know what to look for in order to figure out if the firearm really does fit you. And you'll learn that in a class too. Well, that's all I have for this video. If you liked it, please click like. And if you want updates about new videos, click the subscribe button and the internets will tell you when my next video is ready.